Hello, so we are back on the Fend Rod for 24 hours, carp fishing and a bit of float fishing with Eddie, trying to catch some perch or maybe some eels or whatever takes it, yes. So we set up on what they call the social pegs. There's like 3 pegs next together, plus a couple of others further down. There's about 6 or 7 pegs literally within sort of like 50 yards. But yes, there's nobody here at all, so we set up. Eddie's bouncing from peg to peg with his float rod, just having a ball, and I'm going to set up for carp fishing, putting the bait out right out in front of me. I've seen fish circling about, circling about, right about 9-10 wrap, sort of. That's my judgment anyway, so I've measured up to 10 wraps. I'm going to spom. I've got a big bucket of spom mix to go out. I went through one of the bags in the house and I had a load of bait that I haven't used for a long while actually, and it was infested with moths, and I had 2 bags of mulberry fish, which I never really had much success in it, but I put them in a bucket, I had loads of other stuff that was like, it was just moths riddled in amongst all of them. So I poured all the moth stuff, bait and everything into one bucket, mixed it with some Scopex syrup and some Atlantic crab syrup, stirred it up, put some boiling water on it to kill anything that's in there, and then I've just let it curdle up a bit. I'll go and grab a bucket. So this is what I'll be spomming out. There's everything that was in that bucket. Then I've just mixed it over with boiling water. There was some hemp in there, a few bits of some nuts in there, mainly mulberry fish. The dark brown ones, I can't remember what they were. No, I can't remember. There was strawberries and cream boilies in there and everything. They all smell like Scopex now. Scopex and Atlantic crab, which is not a brilliant combo. Scopex nice, mix it with Atlantic crab, it stunk the car on the way down. So I'm going to be spomming that out to the 10 wrap line, and I'm looking at a spot quite close in with the lilies bunched up and there's like, it curves round. I'll show you later. Yeah, so I've sprinkled some bait out there already to see if there's any kind of fizzing or action underneath it. Usually on this bank, the margins just don't fish. The margins here literally shelve straight down like that, all the way out. So there's not really, it's not really a holding spot. There's no flat plateaus or anything like that for the fish to feed on. It's literally all sort of like 45 degrees straight down. But saying that, I've only weighed it out 2 or 3 times off a couple of pegs, so I know that there hasn't been many good catch reports where they've been catching in the margins. So I'm going to put 2 rods out in the middle, keep one in the margins as a sort of you never know. And Eddie's going to bash the maggots in here. You're not going to bash the maggots. What?
I'm going to mash that.
Oh yes, when we got here we realised that there's flies already on it. There's a wasp's nest directly above us. I think it's empty. But yeah, still good touching it, Ed. Right next to the bivvy, we've got a tree, and straight up in the tree is, I believe that's like a wasp's nest. Horrible little thing. Eddie wants to bash it out of the tree. A really good idea, Ed.
Yes.
If you look at the trees though, we've got this early autumn effect because we've had such a lack of rain. All the trees are wilting. And we're going to go into an early autumn apparently. You can see it over there quite a lot as well. The leaves are just like giving up. But yes, as long as it stays dry for this session, I don't care what it's like. But yes. So quickly pan round. This is the peg I've got. I am going to measure out 10 wrap lines. Be really lazy and go to the windmill, and over there is what do you call it, the highest tree over there. I can't see it, there it is. So I've got windmill, 10 wraps to both of them spots. I will see how it goes. Right. What did you want to say?
Show them my peg.
So over here, Eddie has claimed his own peg. Luckily it's only like 5 foot away. And he's taken the only chair I brought, and his rod, and a bag stick. But one thing Eddie doesn't like to do is stay in the peg. So he's breaking the rules now, Ed, aren't you? What are you doing? You could just walk back. What are you doing?
It's 10 foot.
It's 10 foot.
Yeah.
You've walked 10 steps, have you?
Yeah.
Do you want to go sit in your chair and sit with the float? Right, we'll catch you guys later.
Bye.
Oh, right. It's probably about 15 spawns on the left-hand spot, and about 10. I started getting really sloppy at the end, and we were going all over the place. So I gave up about 10. I should do it. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. So the rods are out, and I'm hoping that we get a bit of action before it gets dark. It's been a few hours now. Yes, Eddie's been running wild over there. Oh, here he comes. He's been climbing up in the tree and picking out the hazelnuts. Got one there. Apparently, because these are early autumn hazelnuts, they're not called hazelnuts, they're cob nuts. An elderly couple walking around picking them told me off for calling them hazelnuts. Said they're cob nuts now, they're not hazelnuts until they're proper matured. So there we are. Learn something. You right? I think we got a rat running around in the bushes and around the trees. Oh, this is gonna be fun, Ned, when if I run out here barefooted or in my socks for a run tonight. Old cob nut shell stabbing me in the foot.
Listen,
Right.
you can't eat them.
You just remind me of hazelnut. A slightly fresher taste to them. Hazelnuts are quite dry, aren't they? You enjoying them? You're gonna keep picking them?
Yeah.
Go fishing, pick nuts. That's the way, innit? How many maggots you got on, Ed? Stupid duck. What are you doing? Why is it still pulling in, Ed? You put it up on a rod rest, didn't you?
No, it's not on the rod rest. It's on the rod rest and the chair.
That's why it's pulling back in there.
It's gone.
That fish is going mental already. Where's your float, Ed? Oh dear God, we got an eel.
Monster eel.
Monster eel.
Yes.
Horrible little bootlace. It's going mental, is it?
Yes.
Oh, look at that thing. Yep, that's going to be a fun thing to unhook. Crafting you. It's unbelievable.
We're just going to have to cut the line.
No, we're not going to cut the line.
Yeah, he's not swallowed that bad.
Right.
Over the net.
Oh, he bounced up. I think it's nearly bedtime, Ed.
Did caught a eel. but it took the maggots off, and I was too slow, so I went onto the lily pads, reeling my hardest, and yeah, it took the maggots, and it didn't take my hook, which I'm fine. So yeah, let's get back moving for fishing for eels.
He insisted on doing that update. No idea. He just lost an eel. Here we go. Last eel hunt before bedtime. Can you see a float at all? No. Right. I'll switch it on if we have anything. Oh, we've got one. Another little bootlace all over the place.
Look, he's massive.
Oh, he's massive, is he?
Better come and get him in.
He looks skinnier, but longer than the last one. Right.
Can I have one more?
You can fish for one more, right? Let's get this one unhooked.
Just catch up.
Go.
Yes, in the net.
Oh,
See in the net?
thank you.
No, lift the net up.
It hasn't moved, is it?
It did move, but I got off.
He got off, is it?
Yeah, because I had it out.
Well, 24 hours carp fishing turned into eel fishing.
Sad news. This is flickering.
Yeah, I told you not to use my head torch because the batteries are on their way out. Look at him.
It was going down, so I counted to 10, and then I just flickered, and then it was gone.
I can still see it, Ed. It's fine.
Okay, let me count to 10.
Counting to 10 is not going to make a fish bite. Look at him. He's obsessed. Yep, still there. Oh. Well, we'll see you if we catch another eel.
So, first breakfast of the day.
Well, we having more, we?
No, first breakfast.
Yes. Lesson number 1. Got quite some eggs on the bank. Bring a spatula on, not a spoon. Not very adventurous today. Tinned beans and sausage. And 2 fried eggs for breakfast. Try and get Eddie to eat something. What's the point, innit?
I hate today.
Why do you hate today?
Because I'm catching something, I'm striking, I had one, then I lost it.
Oh, alright. I always pick these up thinking they're going to be a good idea. What really is in these sausages? I wouldn't be surprised if it was just like mashed bread meat or something like that. There's no substance in them. Anyway, breakfast underway. No fish.
So, when my dad was cooking breakfast, the middle rod was just starting to scream off, and I thought it was this rod, because it's going to be over my line, but it's the middle.
You're miles too close to the camera. Take it back.
And there's Daddy landing that fish. Just want to prove you, look at that bend.
Do me a favour.
Yeah.
Take the camera right back.
Oh, there's... Should I get the net?
Yeah.
Do 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 do. Oh, nice little pin up there. I'll have that. Oh, no, not.
I don't know what I'm going to do with the other rod yet. Don't think this will be well.
What happens if this one
Well, where's the camera? Right behind us, is it?
Yeah, the camera's
So I've got a picture of our bums all over it. Net down. Picture up.
He's in. That's strong. That's a strong guy. I would say 20 pounds. I would say 12 pounds. And 3 ounce carp. Oh, am I going to take a picture of that? I'm definitely taking a picture of that.
Well, looks like we've got one in the net. It's a big one. It's a 20 on the scope X again. I'm in two minds. Is it little lumpy or is it black label? I don't know. Let's have a look. Let's get him in the cradle. Shush.
I'll show you the car. Should I clean them?
Get off.
Should I take the net off? Oh,
There we go. Hooked smack bang deep in the bottom lip. Ed, stop please.
I got it.
It's good.
Please.
Ed, get your hands out of the way.
I want to do it.
There we are. Just popped it out.
I'm going to go and get some of that green stuff. It says...
Just see this. So... I thought it was going to touch 30. Goes right and
22?
it's coming up at
10. No, 30 ounces. No,
I'm going to go 29.10.
I'm going to go 20.
It's 29.10.
I'm going to say 10.
It's 29.10.
Okay. I'm going to put
So I'm trying to guess the weight.
I'm going to put this baddie stuff on him.
Yes. So it's a repeat capture, I think. I think it's a fish called Little Lumpy. It's proper healed up now since last time we've seen him. It's coming in at £29.10. Oh my god. Eddie acting like a crazy child in front of us.
Fat. Is he fat?
So there we go.
He's a fatty.
Absolute monster for the fend rod. There is a few 30s in here. And this one was nearly touching it.
Nam.
Ed, don't be silly, please. Please.
He's eating me.
Don't be silly.
He's eating me.
Yes, hammered straight through the bottom lip. On a scope X, loving it. Oof, let's
Which
flip
way
him
do
round
they like?
quickly.
Which way do they like? This way or this way?
Like that.
Okay.
Actually,
I wish there was...
it is a repeat capture. But looking at the scarring down this side of the fish,
Can I hold him that way?
it's a fish called Black Label.
I know how to hold
I
it.
know this fish does £30, so I'm unlucky to do it at £29.10.
Can I have two?
Heavy fish. Heavy fish.
What are
Right, don't pour it backwards a bit. Just pour it over the top. There we go. There we are, glistening in the morning sun.
Can I hold it?
Curse of the breakfast, because
Where's my float?
last 2 times we were cooking breakfast, we had a screaming run. Right, here we go. Let's put him down. Happy with that. Happy with that.
And I have two.
Go on then. Arms right underneath.
Come on. I can't lift him.
Try and lift him.
No, I can't. He's too fat.
Yeah, he's ready to go. What's a wide fish? And away she goes. Holy awful filming. I wanted a hand release. It's a wide fish, I just couldn't grasp her. Anyway, we're off the mark. Move out of the way. So we've got the remnants of breakfast. Well, I can't really see it there. 2 cold coffees and 2 cold breakfasts in pans because of the activity we were having. And Eddie is kindly wants to show you that. Go on, say.
An egg.
You found half an egg.
So I was trying to get a butterfly,
Okay, so
but once I did get a butterfly, but I opened my hands like a dummy, and then I was looking on the grass. I thought it was an egg, so I looked at it.
you can smash it doing that with it.
It was a half egg.
You found half a bird's egg. What bird is that?
Don't know.
I think
There's
it's
blood in there.
yeah. That'll be from the yolk from when the egg hatched.
Bye-bye.
I don't know anything about eggs, but with the size of that, I'd go magpie.
It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. A little perch. Pack of crisps. Is there any more crisps in that?
Have you eaten all my crisps, even though you said told me you didn't want any? Literally 1 bag left, is there? Even though I don't want crisps, I don't.
Even though there's 2 bags.
Oh, there's 2 bags. Sorry, I don't want crisps. I ate some of my breakfast.
I'm going to keep the egg safe in here.
Ed, that's a stinking rotten egg. You throw it away.
No.
Right, go back to your rod. Is your rod cast out? So, a repeat capture. Lots of things that's gone through my head since that. One, when I first put it up, and it was bouncing over the 30 line and back down to like 29 and a half and bouncing in between there. I was thinking, this could be a new lake PB. Well, it is a new lake PB. The previous one was that like a scaly linear sort of thing that was 25. So £29.10 is a new lake PB. I know that that fish has come out like at £33 and stuff like that. I seem to sort of like find these fish once they've had a good cleanse out, or they've been fasting for a week. Yes. Or other people aren't weighing them right, which is probably the right answer. But yes, so it could have been my first Lake 30, nearly. It's a new Lake PB and a repeat capture. It's yes, there's lots of things that went through my head, and literally I don't know what I was thinking filming it in the morning sun. I couldn't see the cameras, I couldn't see anything, so everything, it's probably all the footage is probably shocking, glary, bright. It's literally morning sun hitting up. I don't even know what time it is. Where's my phone? Yeah, some scatty today. So it was about 10 to 9 that was, or 8:50. All that happened, probably earlier than that a bit. And I always found that this area of the lake does a good sort of bite time between 7 and 10 and then dead. And then when we fished it last time we had nothing and we had a new PB bream midday. Yeah, so all the my mental stats or how I would assess an area were totally thrown out the window, so I was just chucking them out here with no real expectations of what I'd get. Oh, you caught another perch, have you?
No.
Are you going to just drag it in? Put it back.
It's a shark.
It's not a shark, it's a perch. Put it back. Right. Yeah, so yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy with that. It's when I caught that fish last time, again, I knew that it'd done a lot bigger, but when I caught it last time, it was like the lowest I've ever seen it. It was 23.12. But it didn't look like an upper 20. It didn't look like it was going to be massive. It looked £23, and then it came out about 6 weeks later at like £28 or something like that. So whether it's just my weighing skills are absolutely horrendous, or that fish ups and downs the weight like a crazy greedy pig. Like, I don't know. I just seem to be I get the lower end of the scale anyway. Right, I'll leave it alone. I'll see you guys later. Strange. When we went to bed last night, the lake was crystal clear and flat. Woke up this morning and there's like this. You see it on the camera. There's like a scum on the water. It's all come down from the top end of the lake. It's scum, feathers, and God knows what crap. There's lots of feathers in there. So all the swans up there have been pruning and cleaning themselves, and it's all floating down the lake. This is, if you look at this scum line, it all eventually gets fed out through the overflow into the River Towie, and this is probably the same scum line you'll see down in the marina just before the barrage. This is all the stuff that contributes to it. Don't go away, it just keeps moving and moving until it makes its way out to sea. There you just see me washing out the saucepan, so they've come over to see if there's any leftovers. It all went into the lake, mate. Going away all sulky now. Here I am, sitting outside the bivvy because the bivvy's heated up quite nicely. It's quite warm in there now, so I'm sitting on my bucket because Eddie stole my seat and he's swapped pegs now. He was the peg to my right and now he's the peg to my left. Yes, the rods haven't moved since the last fish. The two 10 wrap ones I put out, I took them in, checked the baits. The left hand rod was literally untouched, but I put fresh baits on and another PB bag and banged them out, smack on 10 wraps again. We'll see if there's still fish out there. What time is it now? It's coming up to, it's 11 o'clock. Oh, just gone 11. There isn't anything showing on the surface of the lake. Eddie's having a handful of perch, nothing major. They're not one a chuck, he's working for them. So, I don't know. It's going to be one of those sort of rubbishy summer day sessions where fishing's hard, but it's nice and warm. And we've got a breeze coming in, which is lovely. So, yes. I'm quite comfortable here, sitting there, just watching the rods. We'll see. We've got to pack up today, back to work tomorrow. But we've had a fish, and a good one. Right. I'll leave you go for now. You're gonna wreck them.
Am I?
You're not going on my side. Those waders almost fit you perfectly, Ed.
Yeah, they're up to my neck. They're up to my neck.
Right.
And
Wind has picked up. And the sun's still blasting down. I'm not holding my breath for a second bite. But you never know. You never know. I'm going to do a slow pack down now. Eddie's going to say that he wants to stay another night as well. So I'll have to deal with that argument as well. Right. Let's give a bit of background on what just happened. Eddie decided to try my waders on. Was wading into the margins, and then he spotted a little rubber jig hanging from the tree, didn't you?
yeah.
Boys, yeah, weighted jig head. He's since cast that out and snapped it off on a rock on the bottom. But before he done that, he tied it on, done a few casts in the swimmer there, then moved over, and all of a sudden he was shouting, "I've just caught a big massive perch." And then he banked 2 quite impressive perch for this lake anyway. So you big fishing, it's really good, but it's over now. But yeah, novel way. Shall we weigh the biggest one then?
Yes. This is the biggest one, and then we'll weigh the smallest one after this one.
I'm not even quite sure if you're allowed to use jigs on this lake. So even though we found it in the tree, hanging there.
It might be.
How heavy do you reckon that one is?
I don't know.
The biggest of the 2? 10 ounces.
10 ounces. Let's see this one then. This is the massive perch.
That's the second biggest one. Well, I just reeled my rod in. He's refusing to even move. Standard. Let's have a look. Got 1 barrel load, loaded up, and I still got a bivvy full of stuff in there. Right, let's get 1 barrel load to the car then. I managed to muster up a very, very makeshift jig. I found a little tail from my tackle box. It was from my grandfather back in the day. He had them as trout. He bought them in America, I think, trout things. But put one on with a couple of shots, and you're still catching little perch on a jig.
Yeah.
There they are.
It's actual massive, that jig is. Should I let him go?
Yep.
We're caught and letting him go.
You let him go?
Yep.
Brilliant.
He's right there.
Do you want to show him the skill tackle you're using to catch these little perch? Look, little rubber jig tail. And we've got, I believe it's an SSG shot.
An SSG shot as the head.
Do you know what an SSG shot stands for?
Yeah.
What?
Nothing.
I don't know, swan something and goose, you know? It's a shotgun pellet, Ed. What did you say to me earlier on, Ed? This is the best day's fishing you've ever had in your life? Yeah? Who'd have thought? Little rubber jig could cheer a kid up so much.
Just record me fishing.
There's not a battery yet. Right, barrels loaded, last load. It was a 3 hour pack down slowly. We sat it out for the rest of the day, and the carp didn't show up for a second run, but you had a good time, didn't you? You had about 4 or 5 perch on the little jig, as well as what the eels last night. And yeah, so only 1 fish, nice fish though, big one. Yes, so we'll see you next time we're on the bank.
Bye.
Ta-da.
See you next time we're down the bank.